Legit.
Yeah.
It look legit. It look real as hell.
Yeah.
Your beard style, everything. Like, my nigga look like he just came straight from the op. Like, he was straight from New York. Let me get a chopped cheese. Pull it up, listen to Fat Joe.
Lean back.
What was your go-to music on there?
It was I Do This Shit by Jeezy. And probably Scream on Them by The Game.
My shit was One Blood, It's Okay. And then I had to say it's either a tie or 2A, 2B Crunk Music by Jim Jones, because the way it beat when it came on, or What You Know by T.I. That What You Know
Really?
drop. Hell yeah, nigga.
No. My other one was Sitting Sideways.
That shit was real too. Number 3 would be Trill by Paul Wall on there. Boom, 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 boom. When you be at that gas station fighting and that motherfucker car come and smack your ass. Trill is when you hustle. Trill is when you grind. Man, what? I be walking down on niggas whooping their ass, boy. Niggas get to walking up on you all fast like that shit, arms all beside them. I be coming down to whoop niggas ass and that shit, boy.
I used to like to do the remix.
Switch my song up.
But that Jeezy. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna see if I can play the instrumental.
If they come out with the Def Jam game, you gotta put the girls on there too.
Yeah, like you did before.
Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj. Lotto versus Ice Spice.
Motherfucking
Sexy Red versus Duke Deuce. I gotta put her versus a nigga because
she gonna beat a bitch up.
yeah.
Mr. Abby, instrumentals.
But this shit right here, that shit come on. I like how it came on too with the screen open up like that. That shit was hard.
That game was really ahead of its time. I don't know how they didn't come right back out with another copy. Who made Def Jam?
EA.
Well, that's why EA got so much money they ain't got to make that shit.
EA made it. Big Mac, you thirsty? God damn, boy. But this is another episode of the 30 Minute Smoke Break Podcast. I'm your host, your friend, Neighborhood Nephew Slick with the ruler.
And I'm your co-host with the mostest, Quan got it.
And we might be talking about video games, but we gonna hit you with some other shit later on. Right now, we just setting the mode, just getting a good conversation pace before we get into some real shit. But Def Jam's Icon was probably the best, my favorite one. Even though a lot of people might say New York, Icons was my favorite one.
Icon was my favorite one, but Vendetta is a classic.
I didn't like Vendetta. It was more animated though. It felt more free. Vendetta felt more free. I used to like playing with DMX and Nori.
I used to always,
Even though I didn't know who Nori was, I just liked his outfit.
I always laughed at Fat Joe because it say Fat Joe ass crack, but it say ass crack.
Yeah.
Well, as a kid, you know,
Ass
Fat Joe
crack.
ass crack. You just laughing and shit at that shit. But I used to like fight with Redman just so I get that motherfucker say, I'm gonna rip your tongue out and lick my ass with it. And I said, nigga, what? I was like, damn, how you tell somebody some shit like that?
Oh no.
And his finishing move, it was some crazy shit. But I know
in the neck.
he kicked the shit out. I'm talking about, nigga, them some lugs he had on. Them wasn't tearing, nigga, them lugs.
But I was telling you about how when my nigga was talking and shit. How important is post-nut clarity to you? Is it more important to you than pre-nut clarity? Because sometimes before you know how before you get to that blinded by horniness phase, you kind of start to like, your senses get heightened a little bit. So it's kind of like you noticing certain shit before you say, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it anyway. Which one is more important to you though? Noticing the shit before or after?
If you could have the same clarity you have after you nut, before you nut, then
You probably don't want no pussy for real.
I mean, to have that same clarity while you're getting the pussy, you's a dangerous nigga. I believe that's the most dangerous nigga you can have out here.
You got too much control.
Yeah, way too much. But like most niggas, even the best of us, most of us, we lose control when shit get too good to you get to focusing on what you're doing instead of what should be happening. And that's why I would say I do not prefer a girl to ride me. I prefer to be doing the fucking. I don't like a girl to ride me. I believe that's my weakest. That's my weakest. I'm at my weakest.
For real?
I ain't got no mind.
I'm probably at my weakest on the side or on the front.
Like straight on. Missionary.
Either missionary from the side.
Missionary could cause it sometimes if you get too. When I'm in missionary, I try my best to avoid this.
Eye contact?
Yeah.
Nah. Once I grab them butt cheeks and stick a finger in your booty hole while I'm hitting you from the front, it's a wrap.
Reach around them.
Oh my god. My homeboy though, he was talking about this shit. The reason why I brought it up because he was talking about, just kind of chilling with a joint. He was like, yo, you know what pussy smell like? Now, of course, in my head, I'm like, nigga, I know what he was talking about. I'm like, yeah, nigga, of course. What the fuck you mean, man? He was like, nigga, that's some of the best smell in the fucking world. It's when you can lay down on a bitch lap and smell the pussy before she even take it out the panties or the pants. That kind of wetness smell. It smell like fresh wet denim. Like you just took it out the washing machine. Real clean. But he was like, man, if I play with your shit and I smell it, because I'm going to smell it. And if you don't smell your shit or taste your own shit, I can't fuck you.
That's a fact.
And I
Because
said,
if you don't
damn,
want to taste it,
I know goddamn well I don't need to be eating this motherfucker. I don't need to be near this motherfucker. That's why I asked that shit, because that was some cold shit. And I'm like, I ain't never thought about it like that. If you can't even eat yourself out, what makes you think I'm going to do it? Because I know another bitch won't do it, and y'all eat anything. So I know something fucked up. But I don't think I never took that test that far though. I know if the pussy didn't smell right for me, I just didn't want it. Yeah. So I'm gonna try that shit next time.
this is I don't know, this is savage shit or this is just life, but you ever was gonna eat some pussy, but it didn't smell too fresh, so you was like, man, fuck, I'm just gonna hit it instead.
Yeah.
And I know some people be like, well, nigga, why'd you hit it? Like, well, I was supposed to not do it in this hill. I mean, shit.
It was too late now.
We at the point now.
Motherfucker was already wet anyway.
Hell yeah. I done definitely did that before in my lifetime. A few times, I'd say.
You had to sometimes. Cause you started fucking up anyway, so you might as well fuck up all the way, like I said last episode, man. Goddamn.
All thing I say is, if something happened like spontaneous, it just happened. So if you ain't that fresh, that's one thing. But if you knowing that you about to get slid on and you ain't wash your ass, you was a dirty motherfucker, and that's either way to me, nigga or bitch. Cause I don't like getting out the salt pack. Neither do I like tasting Campbell's noodle soup. I don't want to taste that. So wash the sodium out that motherfucker.
That's nasty, because I can smell it. I can taste it.
You can taste it too. You done tasted that before. And it's like, damn, you ain't gonna give me no heads up. You ain't gonna say nothing.
I got off work, don't go back there. All right. I mean, I done had some motherfuckers give me some warnings, so I ain't do it. Because I don't want to look at you different. Because after you smell that pussy bad or that booty hole stank for the first time, you start to look at a bitch different. Like, I don't like you.
Oh, shit.
thought you was better than this. I didn't know this shit could smell like that. I told you stop, bitch. Fuck, I'm listening to you, folks.
And I think that's what a girl don't understand when they say this shit. I told you to stop. You ain't listen. Why you don't listen? You don't even know what the hell you want most of the time. I'll stop right this second and walk away and put my shit on you. Go grab my dick or something like.
No, wait, no. Let me just take a shower first. Hurry up.
But yeah,
Posting that clarity is scary though.
it is because your mind be so clear. But one thing I can say, posting that clarity and you got to go somewhere and be productive afterwards. I don't know. I think I'd rather fuck before the game than not. And when I say the game, I ain't talking about sports for real. I'm talking about, nigga, anything you do. If you got to go to work, you better get some pussy before you go.
Yeah.
It's like smoking a blunt.
It make you go by fast.
What?
Yeah.
You get in this bitch and I turn into John Henry at work after I get some pussy. I come to work and nigga, I done worked the whole time. I ain't worried about what happened. I ain't care about how much work it was. I ain't stressed about it because I know one thing only. I'm drained, nigga.
Oh, nigga.
I done gave all I had already.
I done fucked around and damn fucked some of my shit off a few times. Like, ever had some shit on the way, but you be too horny and goddamn wait for it, so you jack off real quick just to get one. Mm-hmm. And then after you come, you don't want the bitch to come over no more.
Be like, damn. That's one thing I say. I'd rather get mine before a girl get hers. Cause when a girl get hers, most of them be ready to just go the fuck out afterwards. And you know, we can't do that. If we do that shit, we the scum of the earth. We do some shit like that. Yeah. So I'd rather get mine first because after I get mine, I can still go. It ain't gonna be no problem for me. My dick don't even get soft really after I bust. It just stay hard. You know, ain't nothing else in there right now.
But he just got damn happy.
Yep, hell yeah. But shit, I would definitely rather get mine first. Cause I don't mind helping you get yours next. I don't care about that.
Just don't disrespect me by using it after the fact. Unless you wake me up. Don't let me wake up to that buzz. Buzz some upside your motherfucking head. That shit, man. It's cool to jack off for some pussy though. Every once in a while.
Yeah.
Push you stand them up. And like you said, you know, you can focus on getting her shit. That way if she give you one that one time, it's a bonus.
It be different for me at times. It just depends on the situation. I might have times where I could bust, fuck some more, or turn around and get my dick sucked after I done busted. And now I done found another nut that done came out. But then sometimes, nigga, it's like, oh, then we gonna be here a while. I let that motherfucker out. And I'm still hard and ready to go, but shit, it's gonna be a while before I bust.
But that's alright though.
That's like jacking off before you get the pussy. When you had them times like that. And then I had them times where, man, I done got some pussy and I done been working hard and shit all week and stuff, man. You know, fuck me, you know, ate me up. Man, I'm about to turn over and go to sleep now. I'm tired.
Rest free.
Now, that's one thing. I can, but it depends on my mood. Every time after I fucking shit, I don't want to cuddle every time afterwards.
Nah.
Sometimes I might just want to lay back.
Get smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, don't touch me. Not right now.
It is crazy. I say shit is different nowadays than it used to be back in the day, though. Back in the day, niggas was all about them. Nowadays, shit, a girl gonna tell you some shit ain't right. Back in the day, they couldn't even say nothing.
Because it was okay to hit on them back then, so they was a lot of them scared. Depending on how far back we're talking.
I'm talking about back in them days.
Yeah, back then niggas was going upside their whole head.
You weren't allowed to tell nobody, well, I ain't nothing. That nigga did, so you better go downstairs and make sure dinner ready. That's how that shit was back in the day. Nowadays, nigga.
Motherfucker, you better go down there and cook with. What?
Nigga, you better heat something up.
Better heat these nuts. You ain't heat nothing up. Yo, I'm hungry as shit. Stop playing. You think that shit's a joke. But I mean, I'm okay with that though. You kind of don't want no female that's gonna put up with your shit. It's not no real man.
Nah.
I don't want nobody that's gonna put up with all my shit. Like, it's gonna make me feel bad, bitch. Stand up for yourself.
My granddaddy left my grandma because of that shit.
For real.
She wasn't no fighter. She didn't have no backbone. Left her because of that shit. She was a good woman. But when my dad met my mom, and she wasn't going for his shit, but she also had his back too. She ain't let his own parents talk shit about him. If they talk shit about him, she talk shit to them. And my granddaddy told my dad, boy, you got a good one. You got a good one. She love your ass for some reason.
We don't know why, but we just know she do.
Yeah, like that's the type of girl that I needed. I used to talk so much shit when I was younger and be like, man, from growing up around your mom and your sister, you be like, man, hell no, I never talk to nobody like that, you know. Even if you respect and love them, it's the same thing because it's like you so familiar with it, you so used to it. So you know the good and the bad that come with it. So that shit made me say, man, yeah, I'm good on that. But man, sometimes you don't know what you need until you get it. And when you get that shit, you be like, damn. If you don't marry somebody like your mama or your sister, you gonna have a kid and they gonna be just like your mama, sister, or your brother, whatever the case is. Your kids will be like your siblings.
If you don't date somebody that's like it, how you figure that?
Cause it's life. That's how it go. You gonna look at some shit that your kids do, and it's gonna be some shit that remind you of what your sister used to do.
Yeah, but that's just genetics though.
That's how it go. Yeah, y'all blood.
Yeah.
That's how the shit go. That's what I'm talking about. But most people, you wind up like most women wind up marrying somebody like their dad. So if their dad was ain't shitting on crack, she probably gonna be with a crackhead that ain't shit. Or a nigga that ain't on crack, but he smoke weed all day and don't never work.
Your mama's a Roxy head.
That's how I go. Most dudes marry somebody like their mama. If they ain't got no good mama in their life or didn't have that shit, they out here looking for that. So they in some toxic ass relationships. That's just how it go, bro. I don't know why it's like that, but it's just human nature.
Hey, you think that shit have an effect on how the bitches we pick though?
Like whether you had your parents in your life.
Like if you always arguing and shit with your mama and all that old bullshit, you gonna find a bitch you always arguing with.
Probably.
God damn.
But some reason you gonna say, man, why the fuck am I here? And you go realize, well, damn. Cause that's what I love. So you might be one of them toxic niggas that like that shit.
I don't like that shit.
Hey, you might have to learn to love it one day. You don't know. You don't know. We say things that we won't do. I'll say this, never say never.
Yeah.
Never say never. You say never to something, that's the shit you wind up doing. That's the shit you wind up becoming.
You gotta avoid that shit at all costs if you can. Because if you can't,
Trying to avoid it leads you right to it.
walk straight into it.
I promise you. Bro, right hand to everything. Anything that you try to avoid, you'll fall right into the shit, don't even realize it until you're there.
That makes sense. I feel like I did that with my personality until I started just saying fuck it. And I think that's the point where shit started to kind of incline.
I talked so much shit about my dad and how he was. And I ain't no crackhead, and I don't do half the shit that he did, but I got so many similarities to him that it's crazy. You got so many similarities to your dad that it's crazy. You wonder why y'all might bump heads, or you might have this difference in opinion, but you gonna realize one day that your opinions ain't too much different than his.
Yeah.
You think the same way he think. Only difference is there's certain shit you don't do.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta learn how to embrace that and make the most of what you got.
Now, as far as the traits, I ain't never thought about it that. But as far as the traits, I do know I do a lot of shit like him. You know what I'm saying? But that's what keeps me kind of funny, cause he is kind of funny for real a little bit.
Yeah, it ain't all bad.
But I be seeing my shit. Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, God damn, I scare myself because I'm like, I see that nigga. But I be sitting back, I do shit sometimes. I'm like, damn, what the fuck, man?
Like my directness, I get that shit from really both of my parents. But how rude I am when I'm saying this shit, I get that shit from my dad. I get my temper from my dad, but only difference in me is I got self-control. He ain't had no self-control. He ain't have no self-control. Whatever happened at that moment, it happened, and he ain't give a fuck. He didn't care about the consequences, just did it. But I ain't got that luxury. I don't have nobody that I could fall back on in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I wouldn't put that on nobody because that's why I'm different from him. I can't use what I'm feeling in my head and just say, you know, fuck it. You got shit riding on stuff, people depending on you. You can't, yeah, you just can't do that. But I think my edge is what attract people to me. My edge is what attract women to me. With other things too, but definitely because I'm funny though. Definitely because I'm funny.
You eat booty like you're starving.
Call of Duty position
With his feet in there.
on my stomach.
With his toes wiggling.
That's a freaky ass nigga.
That's you, nigga, with your feet in there. Your legs crossed.
That nigga slick.
Big
nut.
legs and
That
little
nigga-
ankles.
That nigga slick nut off a head.
Nigga built
He
like a
giving it.
rooster.
He giving head, he nut.
I ain't never did that.
That's, you's a freak.
You are a nasty motherfucker. Hey, boy, let me tell you something. Any nigga out there to give head and come at the same time, you might be a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, we might have to take your car for that because I don't even think that's supposed to be a thing.
Yeah, I don't know about
If
that.
if you come off of giving a girl head, nigga, you is a freaky frog. You's a 69 god.
Oh my God.
That is crazy. Nigga. Oh hell no. Imagine your son come home and he like, man, Dad, I was fucking with this girl last night and I ate her out and I nutted so much. Like, get the fuck out of my house saying some shit like that.
Yeah, you gotta go home.
Hey man, go home.
It's
Now.
like walking in the house, like that video that Bill walking in the house, and her son was putting ice in his ass and his dick and shit like that. It's like, go. He was like, Mom, I'm hot. Go to your father's house.
Don't say that nigga over here.
Go to your father's house.
Don't say that
I'm
again.
hot, Mom, I'm hot.
I see this video yesterday where this nigga was standing up on camera twerking. He was twerking his ass, shaking his ass, and his dad walked in there. Yo, what are you doing, man?
Oh, this nigga was making his cheese.
Yeah. Yo, son, what are you doing,
Nigga
man?
was clapping. Hey, that's
He just sat there looking all crazy and shit. I was like, oh
Nah,
my
nigga, you got
God.
caught slipping, nigga.
Nigga, was you?
Clapping hella cheeks, nigga.
Oh my
God
God. That guy cry.
Man, I whoop his motherfucking ass.
Man.
Oh my God, I whoop his motherfucking ass. What was that shit you was doing on stream, nigga? It's another episode of Thermie Smoke Break Podcast. Before we get canceled. We out. God damn.
Oh shit, nigga.